G'day team, Mr. Minimalism here for our weekly training tip. Today we're going to cover 3 mobility exercises that are really suitable for runners before their run using them as our prep work. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with our ankle mobility today because if you think about it, it's the first joint that gets impacted by the contact of the ground. We don't have strong ankles, that's going to obviously transfer up to our knees and hips and create ongoing issues. So we're going to start in a half kneeling stance and we're going to place that arm on the inside of the knee and outside of the foot. From here, we're going to keep our foot in contact with the ground at all times, keeping the heel on the floor, pushing forward through our knee. So we're going to lunge forward, driving forward, keeping that heel in contact with the floor. The moment that heel feels up, the stretch has gone too far. So we're going to force into that as long as we can. We're going to keep our foot nice and flat, keeping the balls of the feet in contact with the floor for up to 2 to 3 minutes. And that should sort us out for our ankle mobility. Obviously 2 to 3 minutes each side. Next up we're going to go into our hip flexor release, which is just going to be our half kneeling stance with our back toes underneath ourselves and our arms down by our side. We're going to use our breathing here to activate our hip flexors. Ideally we want to do our mobility work without any equipment because we could be in the middle of nowhere when we want to go for a run, and that's how we're going to get our mobility work done in the first place. So half kneeling stance, nice and tall, fall from knee to shoulders, breathing in, and a big sigh of relief, dropping the air out. At this stage the glutes are on, maintaining tension. You should feel that refer through the front of your hip right there. So breathing in and dropping it out. Big sigh of relief, glutes on, feeling that referral through the front of the hip. And lastly, we have our posterior chain activation, guys. So we're going to use a PNF type stretch here. We're going to squat down into our squat position, fingers underneath the toes, weighted on our heels, lats engaged, and we're going to stand up through our hips, feeling the stretch through our hamstrings and glutes. We hit the top and we back it off. We then go back into the stretch, increasing the range of motion, and back down. Okay guys, quick notes to remember, you can't keep those lats on your back rounds. We reset, we start again, we stand up, shake it out, back into our stretch. 2 to 3 minutes on that one too, guys. Okay, so there you have it guys, you've got your ankle mobility, your hip flexor release, and you're also your posterior chain activation before running. Give them a go, 2 to 3 minutes each exercise. Tune in next week for another training tip, and don't forget, best.